Both were given a box of diapers and changing supplies. The boxes and their contents were, of course, sealed, and information about how to request more should they need it. Since they were on Casey's list of testers, they were going to receive certain amounts of product for free, but anything over a certain amount would have to be paid for. Chastity thought that was absolutely wonderful. Jack was less than pleased, but said thank you anyway. He considered his days as a product tester to be over and done with, but he wasn't about to tell Chastity that, again. She probably wouldn't believe him, anyway, particularly as she'd caught him more or less relaxing in his diaper a couple of times over the week. Neither Jack nor Chastity saw or heard much of each other until the middle of the week, when Chastity, ecstatic over her recently returned continence, made Jack come out and play with her in the snow, even though Jack, still, glumly, relegated to diapers, would have much rather stayed inside and moped about on the internet shooting computer-generated terrorists. Thank you very much. However, Chastity was persistent, to put it mildly. She had at one point threatened to beat down his door with a sledgehammer, and Jack finally caved. When he arrived at a local park where Chastity had wanted to meet him, he saw nothing of her until he heard an excited squeal, rapid footfalls in the snow, and then he turned to see her, just before she plowed into him and took him down, laughing joyously. "What's gotten into you?" he asked, half buried in snow. "I'm potty trained again," she exclaimed. Jack didn't know whether to be happy for her or jealous, so he settled for not changing his emotions. "Yay. Can I please get up, now?" "I'll think about it," she demurred, and then her expression changed. "Still stuck with M, eh?" He nodded glumly. She chucked him on the chin. "Come on, probably only for another day or so," she said, trying to cheer him up. It worked, but only a little. "Great," he groused, apparently determined to be grouchy. "So, you're wearing regular underwear again, I take it?" "Phut, no," Chastity smirked. "Just because I don't need them doesn't mean I'm not going to wear them." "I should have guessed," Jack muttered. "Well, I'll forgive you for the mistake this once," she said. "Maybe I'll be more inclined to accept your forgiveness if you'd let me get up. My back is cold." Chastity rolled her eyes. "Fine," she said, and reluctantly let him get to his feet. Once he was up, he immediately pushed her into the snow. "Hey." "Payback," Jack smirked, and then took a couple of steps away, out of striking range. That didn't stop Chastity from wiping the smirk off of his face with a well-placed wad of snow, and then it was on. Snow went flying all over the place as they ran from cover to cover. The battle ended when Chastity found herself in Jack's clutches being tickled until she, literally, wet herself from laughing too hard. Jack didn't know she'd done it until after she cried for mercy and could notice she was wet, which earned Jack a sharp smack to the arm that would have stung a lot more if he hadn't been wearing a winter coat. That also didn't stop Jack from asking, "What was that for?" "Jerk, you made me piss myself," she grumbled, trying to act hurt. "Your poor diaper." Chastity giggled. "You're mean." "Lies." "Nah." Jack kissed her, suddenly. "Yes. Well, since you put it that way," and she kissed him. "I'd forgotten how much I missed that," Chastity murmured after a while sitting on Jack's lap, who was sitting on a handy park bench. "Well, it has been a few days," he murmured back. "Yes, I suppose it has," Chastity smiled. "What a way to spend winter break," she said. Jack snorted. "Tell me about it. Weird how it all happened, eh?" She nodded. "But it was still fun. For you, maybe. I don't recall any complaints from you while I was prancing around with my diaper on display for the whole world." "As if I was going to complain," he said. "There was also that time when your diaper tape popped." Chastity stuck her tongue out at him. "Shush. You probably had lots of fun feeling my leg up."